Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I'm a fat man, so everybody call me fat teacher. I speak English, Japanese, German, French, Chinese. Every day I come to Subway in Shanghai number line of China. Ask everybody work together against corruption. And stand up, say no to corruption. It's responsibility. Now the difference between Chinese and foreign. Ladies and gentlemen, we need a peace, justice, fair, harmonious society. So, ladies and gentlemen, you should support me. Tell your friends and media as more as possible. The story about a fat man, a hero against corruption every day in the subway line. As more people pay me attention, I will be more safe. Otherwise, I will be killed by the leadership of Bao Steel Company in Shanghai. Do you know Bao Steel? B-A-O Bao Steel, S-T-E-E-L, products iron and steel. Most largest company in China, most powerful influencing company in China.
My name is Fu Wenbao. I was born 1962. From 1997, I was laid off from Shanghai Bao Steel Company. My job as a driver train to traffic the products from the iron and steel Bao Steel Company. And from 1982, after I entered the Bao Steel Company to be worker, then I began studying my English, Japanese, German, French.
Come on, baby! Come on, baby! So every day I come to Subway, now the top of people work together, fight against corruption.
The board leadership of Bao Steel Company don't like me to be study so hard foreign language. They think the Bao Steel Company leadership don't know English foreign language at all. I can keep to study foreign language. They're angry. They think black face. They think very shy. So want to kick out fat teacher. So they ask me get off, no reason at all. Just ask me go away. After laid off, I'm to be volunteer and in Shanghai People Park and Laoshi Park to be volunteer set up an English corner also in the Baoshan district of Shanghai and free of charge. I think I also should play a role and in the society to be volunteer, contribute to the social progress and harmonious society. So after to be volunteer and in English corner of the society, help the people and look my talent, my knowledge, especially my English, Japanese, German, and French and Japanese and foreign language recognized by the society, by the people. From 2002 to 2005, and volunteer and Chinese and police soldiers belong to government, teach the soldiers, army soldiers and English free of charge. And about 250 media and interview with me, gave me high compliments to report my story and become and regard me as a model of the volunteer and help the people for foreign language, because this society we need a harmony and peace and justice society. We need more as possible volunteer like a fat man like me. So then a lot of media and report me, interview with me, and become famous and popular. So at then, my leadership of Boston company they angry with me. They said, you to be let off work, you should stay at home. They asked me stop to be volunteer from 2001 and at that time I stay home, received a phone call from the leadership of Boston company. They say, and fact teacher call my name, Fu Wenbao. We are Boston company. Would you come to our company and we should check out every worker and healthy to the hospital free of charge. So you come, we waiting for you. You are last one. 5 people surround me, they very big, taller, and people and strong men surround me, and then with power kidnap me, talent with terror, and put on the car, then send in the mental disorder hospital. 1 month, 31 days. The doctor from mental disorder hospital asked Boston company after 3 days I stay in the mental disorder hospital, ask Boston company and take me out from hospital, but Boston kept refuse. I could not get out from mental disorder hospital alone because according to the law, Chinese law, I should the family are responsible for me, protector for me, can have a right, have a privilege, take me out from hospital. My parents is my father, mother should protect me. So Boston company and murdered and killed my parents, my mother, my father, because after murdered, killed my parents, my mother, and my father, then they captured and kidnapped me many times, and want to put me to the mental disorder hospital. After murdered my parents, my mother, father, then they Boston company become my protector. They have a right and kidnap me to everywhere because Boston company become my relative. Since I was let off, my mother go to the countryside. Her relative family in Jiangsu province. So when my mother become sick, and so I should go to Jiangsu province to visit my mother, want to send my mother to hospital. At that time, I'm not much in money to send my mother to the hospital. So I first go to the leadership of Boston company, ask them help, and ask them lend some money to me, and I want to send my mother to hospital for treatment. So leadership of Boston company and told me, and they should send 2 staff, working leadership of Boston company, follow me, bring the money, and to the Jiangsu province, help me send my mother to the hospital. After I arrived at my mother home in the living house in the Jiangsu province, and already found my mother sick, very heavy. Have work leadership of staff from Boston company beside me. They bring money. My mother's sister told me, your leadership of Boston company beside you also ask us, don't send your mother to hospital for treatment. I wondering, they said, you don't be wonder. the leadership of both two companies come to Jiangsu province to just want to ask us, your mother, sister, brother, relative, don't send your mother to hospital. Just let your mother die in the Jiangsu province. Both two companies will give them much money to my mother's sister, brother. If later fat teacher's mother died in Jiangsu province. So I go to the local media, ask for help. The media take an interview, video my mother's situation. Say, if you don't allow your mother, the son's mother, and send his mother to hospital for treatment, we will report in the television. So, the result, and my mother's sister brother allow me, fat teacher, send my mother to local hospital. Local hospital quickly send a car and made a bureau, made a bus car, made a bus, and for care menu, made a bus, send my mother to Shanghai hospital. Then I follow together with my mother to Shanghai hospital, Shanghai hospital. Then send my mother for treatment, but both two company contact with the Shanghai hospital doctor and not treat my mother sick. And together, they work together, let my mother died in the hospital in Shanghai. And since I was laid off from both two companies in Shanghai, my father and have a very, very heavy pressure, worry about his son. My father, and in such situation pressure, then happened to break out and break out and the mind, then died in hospital. So I said, my father, if without the leadership of both two companies kept pressure heavily to fat man, my family, in the corner, such kind of situation life, my father will not die.
网刚百度看老师看爸爸跟我一样看喽，千万不要支持宝宝，也不放也不理。好了没啦？
欢迎您乘坐美国交通1号线。
Next stop is Shanghai Subway Line. Please take Y7. Please get ready to exit from the next side.
So I kept and in the subway Shanghai #1 line of China, ask people check Google Baidu website, Google 胖老师 Baidu BAIDU.com. It's a Chinese check surgeon website, also Google website. Check 胖老师 in Chinese means fat teacher. 胖老师 because I'm a fat teacher. If I stop Metro calling for people help, I think my life will come to end because nobody pay me attention anymore. Leadership of both company as quickly as possible kill me. As more people pay me attention, I will be more safe.